Hi, welcome to me messages. Tonight I'm going to do a collective reading for the general collective. It is going to be on how do they feel about you. So this is just a general reading. It will not resonate with everybody, so please only take what resonates for yourself, and please don't try and force it to fit your situation. That could be something from your past, could be present, could be future. But yeah, so like I say, it won't resonate with anyone. So please only what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is just a general collective. Okay, Spirit, please can you give us some cards on how do they feel, or how does the person collective is thinking about feel about them. So collective, please think about somebody in your mind, and let's see how it is what they currently feel. Like I say, this won't resonate with everybody. Spirit, please give us cards on how the person, the collective, is thinking of currently feeling about them. Okay, so we will get some clarifiers on these now. So, past your present, thoughts on the current situation you're in, what they think of you, how they feel about you, what they want from you, what do you know, the advice and the outcome. Okay, so, how do they feel about you? So, there's the Knight of Pentacles is your starting point. So currently, we have also got this Knight of Pentacles and in reverse. Okay, so in the past they've potentially been somebody that's probably a little bit unreliable. Possibly they just ploughed on with any situation regardless of the outcome. That could be a person, or they could have thought that was yourself. But it does look as though I've got a feeling it's probably a person that they were a bit unreliable in the past potentially. Now that doesn't suggest that they're a past person. Could be the relationship. We'll get some clarifiers on that. Spirit, can you clarify this Knight of Pentacles, please? I'm not going to hold the cards up to the if depending on what's on, because some of them are a little bit scantily clad, and I don't know if they're quite allowed on YouTube. I've seen a lot of tarot readers where they have certain things covered up, so I'm hoping I don't get banned. Right, so okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Hierophant to clarify that Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, so they're all in the upright, which is so let's have a look. So the Ace of Swords, it's a truth that potentially is coming out. Obviously, the Two of Cups a potential start to a partnership. And then the Hierophant is potentially, it's like religiousness, marriage. It could be that you might be somebody that, or they could be somebody that's relatively religious. They could be of a different religion, possibly. I mean, they could be a teacher. But yeah, so it looks, so they've been somebody that's been a bit unreliable in the past, possibly with regards to relationships. It might be that they've hurt people previously. And potentially, possibly with their words. They may have had past relationships. It could be very well be that they may have been in a marriage, or you may be married to them, and that there's some sort of truths that have come out recently in the past. We've got the Three of Cups as your current situation or the present situation, which just suggests that you're either in the Three of Cups. It's a card of celebration. Okay? So you could make it a celebration. It's also joy, relief, sharing, delight in companionship. When I say sharing, it could also mean that there is some sort of third-party situation going on. Doesn't have to be, but there could be some sort of third party, which could be why this cause potentially wasn't very reliable, maybe. But let's get some clarification on this Three of Cups as well, please, Spirit. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit more of an idea of what potentially this Three of Cups is. Three of Cups, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Four of Cups, the Three of Swords, and what's that one? That one is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so present. Okay, so it could potentially be that there may have been a third party, possibly. Now there's some heartache. Somebody is possibly feeling a little bit bored in the situation. Someone's feeling a little bit heartbroken, and yeah, now the Knight of Swords is in reverse as well, so it could very well be that somebody might not be able to make up their mind. So if that you might be in a third party situation, maybe they're beginning to make up their mind on what they want to do with it. It might not be a third party situation, and this don't necessarily mean that people are involved. It could just be maybe the people influencing them. They might be at work a lot. It could very well be that they are struggling to decide whether they want, do they want a career? Do they want to put a career above you? Do they want to, if they've got friends or family members influencing them, potentially they could be in a party. If it is something to do with religion, because of that Hierophant in the past, it could be very well that they might be different religions, and you've got friends or family members that are still pressuring them because you might be a different religion to them. So it could be any number of things that are getting in the way. And potentially it's caused a bit of heartbreak. It's caused somebody is feeling a bit bored. They're missing what's there in front of them. Well, with that Four of Cups, so it's like normally with the Four of Cups, at least it's not the Three of Cups quite there anymore. But the Four does mean that they've, they're not happy with the choices that they've got, and they're trying to grasp the opportunity that's in front of them, and they're a bit bored, possibly a bit disappointed. So something's going on with regard to that, and it's causing sort of heartbreak. And your person's not able to make a full proper decision on the issue. Their thoughts on the situation, that something's completely broken. It's completely fallen to pieces. So if this was a marriage potentially, or a long-term relationship, it could be that if you're in separation, possibly that you've had, maybe you're in separation, or you've had a big argument, possibly. But it does suggest that there's been some sort of self-sabotage, and it's caused your person's thoughts and feelings on your on the situation that's on, and it is like they're having to revalue, they're having to rebuild because their tower's completely fallen. If it's something where it was a relationship, it looks like as though the relationship's been shook to the core, and to progress from there, because that's what they think is currently going on. Then obviously it's built from scratch. It could be something where if it is a religious practice, they might be looking at completely changing religion. They might be changing their mind on, actually, the religion I'm following doesn't suit my purposes, and having to rebuild that. But the family life is completely fallen to parts of the relationship you're in, and to relook at what is their foundation, core of them, because it's all been done. Now, it's a new relationship. It could just very well be that, in the past they've had unreliable relationships, that they're still holding on to some pain that has happened from a third party that they've had in the past, and they're worried that, that because they're having to rebuild themselves potentially, whatever it is, they're having to rebuild themselves in this current situation that you're in. So if it's a new relationship, you'll be going into it thinking everything's okay, or you might notice there's something a little bit wrong with them, but that's probably because they're still healing from the pain of the past. Let's get some clarity on this tower as well, please, Spirit. What is it that caused them to have a tower moment? And the tower's not always bad either, because it means that you can rebuild from the ground up, and build it longer and better. Did I strip a card? No. Oh no, I did. Okay, so we've got the Five of Cups, the Judgment in reverse, and the Priestess. Okay. So that Five of Cups then is guilt, regret, again, some sort of self-sacrifice, something's been lost, possibly if it is the situation, if it is the relationship you're currently in, obviously they're feeling regret at that. Judgment in reverse is suggesting that they're not currently being the truth, and they're hiding from any responsibility they may have held with regards to it. They've had a bit of a wake-up call, but they're not seeing it. But the High Priest is suggesting that they're starting to think about it. They're starting to use that introspection, but they're not owning up to anything that they've caused. Potentially, they're not seeing that truth. So again, if it's the past, if it's somebody that's new, they may not have learned all of their lessons yet from the past. So just be wary of that, because it could be that they've got some past trauma, some past hurts that they've not healed from, and it could possibly be that they may have caused to the issue. If they haven't healed from it properly and they haven't learned a lesson, they're just going to repeat the cycle with yourself. Okay. So if it is somebody new, it might be worth maybe not right at the beginning, but at one point ask them, how did the relationship end, kind of thing, and just prod a little bit, not overly prodding, but to kind of gauge whether or not there's still some sensitivity around the issue, because you might find there is some sort of issue that they've still not healed from. Okay. Now, what they think of you is they are thinking that you're an opportunity. You are, the Ace of Pentacles. So they are seeing you as a new opportunity, a bit of a gift, possibly that you're also financially well off as well. Just be mindful that there's quite a lot of pentacles on this board. But let's get some clarification on that. It doesn't mean they're only after you for your money, but an Ace of Cups, it would definitely be more love. So they are looking at you as being somebody that's going to be stable. So just bear in mind with that. with them, you know, in their past having unstable relationships, whether that was their ex-partner potentially, or if it's a current relationship, they're looking at you as being the stable one in the relationship, and they want to start something new with you. So obviously, if you've had a moment within your relationship and things have fallen apart, they want to look at restarting and rebuilding them. Some clarification on that as well. Spirit, can we get clarification on this Ace of Pentacles, please? Okay, so we've got Queen of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So they are looking at a passionate new start with you. They are potentially feeling a little bit intimidated, possibly. Not so much intimidated. It might see, they could be feeling a little bit vain. They might actually be a little bit jealous. If you're more abundant than them, they could be feeling a little bit jealous of you. That Queen of Wands in the reverse. It does suggest as well. I mean, this is what they're thinking of you. It could be anything that you do that could be a little bit jealous. Now, the Queen of Wands is beautiful. She's extremely gifted. Gets what gets what she wants, gets what she desires. But they can be a little bit vain and a little bit self-indulgent. So they could potentially think that you are a little bit self-indulgent. But like I say, they do see you as a passionate new start, and an abundant new start, which is so you've got, you know, the fire passion. And they also see you as eight of cups, which is generally somebody that's making a bit of a. So I don't know if you're on your own for a while, or if you've possibly, maybe they're trying to start a new adventure, or you're starting a new adventure, and that they're seeing it as they want to be start it with you potentially. The Eight of Wands is usually somebody that is walking away from something. You're in a bit of a transitionary period, releasing the past and moving forward. Now, if it is a past relationship, they could see that you've actually already released the past, and they think that, you know, you're ready to move forward, ready to have that new start with them, as well as this potentially could be they could be thinking. If somebody new, then, you know, they are thinking that they're ready to move forward with you. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in how do they feel about you, which does suggest that they feel that you are a hard worker, and again, that you're abundant. You put a lot of work into things. Again, I'm quite sure if that's what you would want from a relationship, that they're looking at you as being somebody that you've been in a lot of work. It does also suggest that they know that you're noted, or they feel that you have, you know, that you'd be to them. But it also could mean that they are feeling like they can commit to you as well, and they're willing to put in the work. Let's get clarification on that Eight of Pentacles as well, please. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles for it. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords. That's the Knight of Swords, that's the Page of Swords. It's practically the same over here anyway, it's just one's a little bit more immature. We've got the Ten of Cups and the King of Swords. So they feel that you might be a bit guarded. They are feeling like it's going to take some time, because we've got that Ten of Cups in reverse. So they are expected to be a while. They're aware that something is going to be delayed. It does look as though they feel that there's been a bit of a challenge actually with how they feel for you. So whether or not, if this is it's coming down to this making up their mind. So if it's something where you've been having arguments with them, then they feel like that over yet. But that's why they might want to. They're either looking at you're ready to work on that, or they're willing to work on it. But either way, you feel that both of you are work on it. That's what is called Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords in reversed. Oh, yeah. So with this page up here, right, the page, not the knight. He is somebody that does jump into things a little bit too quickly. So, yeah. So in the present, not only have you got the half in the boredom, but they've jumped. They're feeling that they've jumped too quickly. Sorry, and they haven't paid attention, which again would go with that Four of Cups. Now I do apologise. So with this 8, so yeah, so the so that again they're feeling bad-tempered because they can't make up their mind, but they want to put work in, and they're feeling like the guard's up and it's going to take a while because of some sort of issues that are going on. I don't think it's issues with you though. I think it's issues with themselves, potentially conflicts that they've got, stuff that they haven't healed from yet, stuff that they've jumped to, or the potential, with a third party situation that's going on. It looks as though it is causing them some sort of conflict, and it might make them a little bit bad-tempered. But it's like but then I think they just feel like they can't make their mind up on it. They want to work on it, but they can't make that full function. I believe it's because somebody's got their guard up. Somebody is demanding the truth. Somebody is being very impartial on, but they know it is going to take some time. They know it's going to, they know it's not going to be a quick build. It's going to be something that comes in slow, because the Ten of Cups in the reverse is, it's delaying the happiness. So they know it's going to work, but it's just going to take a to get to it. Now what they want is they want things to grow with you. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles there. That's where they've planted seeds, or they've started to want to see it come to fruition. They want to see things grow. They want it to progress. They want to have that abundance with you. Let's get some clarification on that as well. So we've got the Fool, the Chariot, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so yeah, so the Fool, so they're happy to jump heart over their head, straight in for this new start that they're seeing with you. They want it to be successful. They're happy to make the move, and then the move forward and that with you. Now, the Seven of Wands just suggests that there might be a little bit of non-conformity, possibly there could be some defensiveness still going on. So it might be that they want to keep guard up a little bit, just to possibly protect themselves, especially with some heartbreak that they may have made through, or they feel that maybe they want to bring your defenses down because they feel that you might be a bit guarded. Now what you need to know is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Now that Queen of Wands, I believe we've had her up here somewhere as well. So what you need to know is that your person could be a little bit self-indulgent. I'm getting with, because there's so many pentacles on here, it could be very much be that you might be somebody that wins a lot of money, possibly. They could be a little bit vain. they could be potentially someone who gets very jealous. But let's get some clarification on that as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out for the Queen of Wands, but let's have a Spirit. Can you clarify this Queen of Wands? Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, that's in reverse. So yeah, so with what else you need? So with the Knight of Cups, they are somebody that does want to. They are looking at, coming forward and confessing their passion. They are somebody that's sensitive, who will fight for what they want. They are regarded, and they want somebody who's truthful and direct. And with this Nine of Cups in reverse, it does suggest that, again, there's going to be a bit of delay in what's going on. So, well, a bit of a delayiness. So again, it's possibly because they know that things are going to be slow, and it's quite possibly because this person hasn't healed something in the past, that they may be very well scared that you're going to reject them as well. Yeah, because it's like being denied what they were hoping for, what wishing for. So if the Queen of Wands is somebody that's maybe they're scared that you know to them and that you'll reject them, so there might be somebody that hides stuff. It could just be that when it's in the upright, it is like a wish fulfillment type of card, gratification, success. When it's in the reverse, it could just be that they've had a lot of failed relationships in the past, or if it might be that they feel a bit like a failure, especially if with the Queen of Swords, and they're wearing the heart on the sleeves, but they are a little bit vain as well, especially with all this heartbreak that's gone on in the past and their inability to make up the mind. It does suggest that they've been hurt quite past, and they're hoping for things to go well. They know it not, but it's likely to be a slow moving thing anyway. So the advice situation, we've got the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Okay, just make a sensible choice. Excuse me, cards just jumped out at me. Yes, it's make a sensible choice. Move ahead. If it's something we have to go slow. Now we've got the Four of Swords. Jumped out as well there. To clarify that, so the Four of Swords, that's something that needs some reflection, some solitude. So whether that's for yourself, or that's your person that needs to reflection, some solitude. It could be very well that you might be the energy where you're heartbroken, and you're still healing. So this could be you in position, and you need to do some healing potentially. That, and that's possibly why your person knows it's going to be going slow, because you've got things to heal. We do have a World in reverse as well, clarifying that card, which is that there's been a little bit of delay to end a particular cycle, and then we have the card, again reverse. So that is suggesting that you've got the strength to move on. It's just that you feel a little powerless. You might be lacking some resolve or to do it, but that's why that's why you need to go and take time out potentially to sit and have a proper think about what's going on. Now the outcome is, or to heal yourself, the outcome is a Page of Wands, which is a new start in some passion. So let's take a look and get some clarification on that Page of Wands. And we've got the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and the Temperance card. Okay, so there is going to be this new start, so, somebody is going to approach some sort of passionate start. Now, the Nine of Swords in the reverse is suggesting that somebody is coming of some sort of some stress-free, whatever they've been stressing out of, so potentially whatever this heartbreak is over there, they are coming out of that heartbreak, so whether that's your person. Seven of Cups is suggesting there are choices to be made, there are a few options, whoever, it looks as though that is gonna, somebody's gonna make a decision that. And then you've got the Temperance card which is harmony, healing, recovery, rejuvenation. So if this is something where a relationship, you've been hurt, so there's a few ways we look at this. We can look at it as being you've been in a particular relationship, you're currently in heartbreak from that relationship, and the person knows that the relationship is pretty much, it's fallen to the ground, and it's going to work together. They are looking at you as being a new start. They are looking at you as they want to work it out. They want to work on things with you, but they know it's going to take some time. They want to work and they want to see things to fruition with you. They are a little bit vain and a little greedy. Your advice is to reflect on what you want. If you are the person, if you're this person in this heartbreak, you need to heal from it. It's not you in this heartbreak, they need to heal from it. Either the outcome is you're going to have a fresh new start with somebody, whether it's this person or somebody else. Once the healing's done, there's going to be a new start. It's going to be a passionate one, and you're going to have right? So there's going to be healing and harmony in that. Like I say, if it is something where it's family related and you've got different religions going into it, again, this Temperance card is suggesting at the end of it, there is going to be peace and harmony. It might not be peace and harmony within your family. I can't guarantee you that, but there'll be peace and harmony for you with whatever it is you choose. But it suggests that, there's some self-reflection that needs to be done. You do need to make a choice. You do need to reflect and do some inner healing with that four of swords. And just be mindful that your person might come across as potentially a little bit vain, a little bit self-indulgent, and they are God. So it looks as though they could be hurt. If you're, if it's something where you're hurting just as much, to be completely honest with you, and I think that's why it looks like though it's going to be quite a slow moving thing. I mean, right at the start, you've got that of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles, the slow moving, the slowest moving we've had in the deck. I know that's the past, but it seems that person moves slow. It might be it might have been whatever happened in the past. It's been an unreliable past, but it just means that it's moving really slow. Okay. But like in the end, as long as the healing's done, on whoever needs to do the healing, and as long as the choice is made, because there's clearly been some inability to make a choice. As long as a choice is made, then there will be a happy outcome for you, regardless of whether it is with that person or not. You are going to have a passionate new start, with a page of swords. Now, not page of swords, page of cups. Now we've got Virgo, Capricorn. There's absolutely no point in giving you star signs, because we've got near enough all here at some point. Virgo, and Taurus. We've got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Who else have we got? Sagittarius as well. Here again. Yeah, we've got out. Yeah, because there's a suit, one from every suit. So literally every zodiac is out. There's more Leo and Sagittarius on the board than anything else on the board on the table. But yeah, every zodiac sign was out on the table. Right, if it is a past person, let's get some dark confessions of the soul. So if it is a past person, what is it that they want to say that they've been unable to say? That was an absolutely awful shuffle. I do apologise. So if it's a past person, what do they want to say to you that they've been unable to say? Now I'm going to put a trigger warning with these because some of these can be quite triggering with what they come out. Spirit, please can you advise of what past person, or yeah, for the past person, if it's a past person, what they want to say to the collective. I depend on you too much to know. I have codependency issues. That's possibly where all those pentacles coming from. It's too late. I've moved on. I do not wish to connect. It's difficult for me to process my emotions. I'm not available right now, so that's going to go along with those. Not being able to make a choice properly. I mean, that moved. Say I've moved on. I do not wish to reconnect. Possibly to do with, you know, if it is family, possibly. Maybe that. But then I suppose if I'm being difficult to process their emotions, and that's possibly why they're wishy-washy in and out, don't know what they want. Can't make up a full decision. We're going to have any more jumpers. Oh, half a pack. We don't want that many. Embarrassed by my actions and I feel disgusted with myself, and I feel overwhelmed. I'm in my own thoughts. So again, possibly to do with that heartbreak. Maybe it's your heartbreak and they've done something in the past. That third party could be something that they're feeling disgusted. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be romance related. Could be, but they could be feeling disgusted with themselves because they've let that happen. And then they feel overwhelmed. I'm drowning in my own thoughts again. To do with them being indecisive. On the bottom of the deck, we've got I'm afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual, which is probably why probably scared of you rejecting them. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care, and my ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted to hurt you. So potentially there's been a bit of issues on both sides, maybe, and that could potentially be where the heartbreak's coming in. Also get some angel romance angels as well. So if this could be for new or old. Let's have a romance angels for you. Spirit romance angel. Come on. What? Get jumpers, then I'll just split the deck. Either way, it's whatever. Out. Any more? Okay, so you've got it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive. highest energy of all. You've also got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. On the bottom, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps to guide you. She'll guide you to take. Okay, so that would go with that healing. You know, taking that time to heal yourself. Well, with healing. Now I'm also going to pull you a sexual magic oracle. Again, this could relate to any type of relationship, past, current, or future. Let's can we get a sexual magic oracle as well? Okay, so we've got freedom. So let's get you the message for that one. There's number 32 as well. So that might be a lucky number for someone. So freedom, a sudden separation, a brutal detachment, but determined. The woman cuts into the photo of happy moments and the string symbol of union. Okay, so so this could be what that tower has got something to do with. So there may have been some sort of separation. So we've got for some reflection for you to do. If that tower moment was to do with separation, and if this is returning from the past, and you've got to make that decision, city advice. It suggests what you reflect on. It's got Uranus is the lightning bolt, the change, the innovation, but also the drastic. The greater the speed and decisiveness, the less the pain. So suggesting potentially make a quick decision. Yeah, potentially what that's suggesting. But make it with, well, speed, decisiveness, isn't it? So you've got to make a decision, I suppose. That's the thing behind it, actually making that decision that's right for you. Okay. So I hope that helped some of the collective. But yeah, so good luck on your healing, and I hope that whatever comes out with the situation, I hope it's successful for you. Whether that is with the person that you're currently thinking of, or it is with somebody new, that passionate new outcome. Okay, but good luck and thank you for joining me.